I'll be showing you step by step how to set up the publisher theme for your Shopify store. So let's dive right into it here. Assuming you're already logged into Shopify, we're going to navigate to Online Store on the left-hand side. This is going to open up the theme section automatically. And from here, I'll show you how to install it if you don't have it installed already. We'll scroll down here to a widget that's going to say popular free themes. I'm going to click on View Theme Store, and this is going to open up the Shopify theme store. If you don't see that widget for whatever reason, you can also just Google Shopify theme store, and this will bring you here. I'm going to sort by free themes, and I'll scroll down until I hit the publisher theme here. Now this is a completely free theme, so I'm just going to install it now by clicking Try Theme. This is going to add it to my online store, and let's begin the overall setup sequence. So to set this theme live, I'm just going to hit Publish here. This is a demo store and no one is visiting it already, so it's okay if I publish it now. I'll next hit Customize, and this is going to bring me to the Shopify theme editor. So first off, let's do a breakdown of everything in the editor, and then we'll go and set up some basic elements that you want to need so you can go and publish this theme live. So let's do our editor breakdown. So it's going to be separated into a few sections. On the left-hand side menu, we have 3 overall settings. The first one is sections, so if we're in any of the templates, such as the product page or the home page, this is going to change here based on our header, template, and then the footer. So if I navigate back to the home page and I go to the left-hand side, we also have theme settings. So these are the overall theme settings, such as the logo, the colors. And if we expand any of these sections, it's going to give different customization options depending on the styling we're looking for. Most of these are set to a specific style at the default. And so unless you're looking for a very specific styling for a lot of things such as badges, you could just leave them as is. Below that here, we also have our checkout settings. We want to set our logo there as well. We'll do so later in the video. We have different cart settings and different currency format settings. If we go one below that, on the left-hand side, we have our app embed section. So this is going to involve any different external apps you've installed to the Shopify App Store that are touching the theme code. And during those setup sequences, you'll most likely have to enable the app embeds, but it's going to guide you to do so. But if you want to disable any of them, you can head to this section and you can see I have most of them disabled for this demo store. If we head to our top section now, it's going to allow for some overall navigation. We can change the region. I'm just going to leave this as default. And there is a page navigator where we can go to things such as the default product template, see the collection pages. Alternatively, we can also just click into any of the products and it's going to update the template on top. In the top right here, we have our different preview options. So we can see desktop, mobile, and then there is the save button in the top right. Navigate back to the home page here, set this to desktop, and let's do our customizations now. So the first thing is I'm going to change this logo here. So I'll head to the theme settings, click on logo at the top, and I'm going to select an image I've already uploaded to my store. If you don't have a logo already uploaded, you can just drag it here. So if I scroll down, I'm going to select this Ecom Masterclass logo, hit done, and I can see it's now been added to the top. I can change the desktop width here. Maybe I want to make it, I can also drag it down to make it smaller again. Next, you'll want to select your favicon image. This is the little tab icon, and it's going to make it easy for anyone to navigate back to your store if they've navigated to a different tab. So I'll go and set that there by selecting my image and again selecting the same logo. Next up, we can set our overall colors. So the Shopify themes are separated into color schemes. So different elements on your store are going to use different color schemes. We can add new ones that are completely separate and we can set those specific elements. Using an example, we can set a button to a specific color scheme. And so every button on our store is going to follow that color scheme. Scheme 1 is going to be your primary one. And right now I'm just going to remove this gradient background, selecting CSS instead. I'm just going to remove this code because I don't want a background color for this site. And I'm okay with the black and white for the button backgrounds, but just for sake of showing how to change it, I can change the solid button background to red. I can see it's updated on my product page. So there are quite a few different settings here in our overall section. I'm not going to go into every single one of them as that would make this video way too long and probably pretty boring. But there are certain things we'll want to fill out here, such as our social accounts. So we can link all of our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube profiles. This is going to link them typically in the bottom here. And if I head to brand information, this is going to add this description to our store's footer. So I could say camping store, find the best deals. For our card type, we get several options with this theme. I'll click into a product just so we can see how it's all going to look. The first one is a drawer option. So if I click add to cart, a drawer is going to open on the right hand side. So that is one option. There's the page. So if I were to click add to cart, it's going to bring me to a completely separate cart page. Lastly, there is the pop-up notification option. So if I click into the product one more time, click add to cart, and it's going to add a pop-up here. This is personal preference for what you're looking to do. I usually just stick with page as I find that's a little clearer. If I expand the checkout section, Let's go and update our logo here. I'm going to select the same logo. I can also preview this by clicking into cart, then checkout. If I hit save in the top right, that goes and updates my image. I can set the logo size. I also get options to change the different colors here. So I'll just match these to a red to match the button color I set. I also get the option to change the checkout layout, either to be a 1-page or a 3-page checkout, but it looks like 1 page is recommended for a faster, shorter checkout. So let's navigate back to the home page and let's go over how to customize different sections. So I'll click on sections in the top left. This is going to open up this submenu here, and overall we have 3 different places in which we can go and edit our theme. The first one is the header. So this is going to automatically by default include an announcement bar and a header section. So if I unhide the announcement bar, this is going to show up what I believe is every page here. And so we can click on this, and then there's going to be a further submenu on the right-hand side. So I can say free worldwide shipping. And if I click into a product, I can see it's now loaded on every page. So that's our header section. And to note for each of these sections, if you want to add any more content, you simply just click the add section button. And each theme is going to include pre-built subsections, which can be added. We can see by default, there is the announcement bar. This is going to hold as well. If we go down to template, we want to add a section. And because this is the core part of our homepage, there's going to be many more options such as image with banner, slideshow, collage, multi-row, and more. You can see there have been some added by default. So if I close these, we can see we have our featured collection. If you've made any sales on Shopify, you know how hard it is to keep track of how much money your store has actually made. It's the one-click profit calculator available for your Shopify store. All you have to do is select the date range you're looking for to get real-time calculations with tons of details and analytics, as well as metrics, so you can truly understand your store's performance, allowing you to make smarter business decisions. It's going to sync seamlessly with all your different ad accounts on Facebook, Google, Snapchat, Bing, Pinterest, and TikTok. There's a link in the description below to access the Shopify app listing directly. You can also find it on the Shopify App Store by searching Profit Calc and then looking for this logo in the top left. There's a free 15-day trial, so you can also test drive everything for yourself. Our rich text, our collage, and then further rich text on the top. So let's go and set up an image banner that's pretty common amongst most e-commerce stores. So I'll head to add section. I'll click on the image banner. I'm going to hold over these 6 dots here and drag this to the top. And here I can make my customizations. First, if I click on the image banner text, I can change this to the best camping experience. This can be whatever you want to put here. I can change the heading size to small. I can set the subtext, get the best deals here. And then for the buttons, I can change these as well, adding different links, maybe to a specific collection, such as camping. And I could put shop now. I could also put another one, shop sale, and I could put the link here to maybe a specific product. It's gonna be up to you on what you wanna put there. I can also click on the overall section, select an image here to make this banner look a little nicer. Now, when you're customizing these themes, it's just gonna take a little bit of clicking around, as most options have something you can customize. So if I click on this banner here, there's a whole submenu on the right that's going to let me do things such as add a second image, change the height, change the centering, change the color scheme, change the mobile layout. And it's really just going to depend on how you want something to look. I find one of the easiest ways is to decide beforehand what you want it to look like and then try to fill it out exactly like that. This way you're not just clicking around making random changes. If you want to remove a section, you can just hover over this trash icon. I can remove that collage there. For our footer, it's going to apply to the same principles of just adding a different section. There's pre-built section here for email signup. And under the footer, there are several blocks, which I could add for maybe a menu. I can add the brand information I filled out. Maybe I'll add an additional menu there. To finalize any of these changes, we'll just hit save in the top right. And next, I'll cover how to change the navigation. As we can see, I have a pre-built menu here. So if I click on the header section, it's going to expand this menu. And under menu, I can see I have main menu selected. I can change it to a different menu by clicking change menu. I could also create a brand new menu or select an existing one. So if I select the footer menu, it's going to change my links up top. So let's click into a product. And as this loads here, we can see it's just the same process as the homepage. So we can add different sections. Again, we have quite a few pre-built ones. We can add different blocks within. We can rearrange each page or click on it and go and edit items when they are customizable. Note, not every section is going to be customizable, such as a description, as this is going to pull automatically from the product information. So in a nutshell, that's how we go and edit our publisher theme. And this process is going to be the same for any Shopify theme. So once you've taken this knowledge of the theme editor, you can go and change the settings for the Dawn theme, for the ride theme or whatever other theme you want to try out. And to finalize any of these changes, we'll just hit save in the top right. And this is now going to be live because we published this theme on our store. So this is going to conclude the video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If this video helped at all, I would love it so much if you smash that like and subscribe button below. But thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.